Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome.
Happy New Year!
Welcome to a new episode of the Please Do Tell podcast. I'm your homegirl, Ronnika, and I was someone that was raised on the streets.
Come on now. Happy New Year. I am Jeffrey. It is 2026, everyone. Look, I am so happy to be here right now. So happy. So, like for real. Because people be going in and out, oh, this, oh, that. No, we are in a new year. So welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Jeffrey, just really quickly, did you make it to midnight?
Oh, yes, I did. Actually,
Hmm.
that's funny that you mentioned that. Maybe about 10 o'clock. I was like, woo, this may be one of those ones. And it's crazy. It's crazy. I haven't missed 12 o'clock on a midnight for New Year's Eve going into the new year. Um, Maybe 7, 8 years old.
What?
Yeah, it's been years, decades. Yeah, decades. Because I'm always, I grew up, I watched Dick Clark
Oh,
as a
yeah,
kid,
yeah, 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 yeah.
I was raised, I stayed with my grandma growing up, so they did Dick Clark ever since
Yeah.
like the 60s. So
Is that the Rockin' New Year's Eve?
I don't know what it was. I was a child. When Dick Clark was doing it like year to year, like
Yeah.
for real, I was a child, but I remember seeing him like later on, like toward, as he got older. And I remember like one time, like one of the last times I was like, they doing too much for Dick. You know what I'm saying? Like he has no business.
He
Like
needs to retire. I feel
yeah,
like I remember that moment.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
like they sent it to him, and then he was like, as old folks in my the old folks to me, they were like, do not imitate anybody, but
Hmm.
he was he was slow out the
Yeah.
box, and then it was
Yeah.
like back to you, one of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
It was like
Like
that.
throw it away. Throw it to somebody else,
When I
please.
saw that, I was like, Ryan Seacrest is now the host forever.
Oh.
So last night, what was it? About 10:30, my best friend called me. I started talking to her and her friend on the phone, FaceTiming. And next thing I know, it's like 11:55, and so I was like, okay, let me get off. And then I turned it to, uh, I went looking for the Dick Clark special because it's still called that. And so I went looking for it, and I cannot lie to you. I saw some cool things. I saw Diana Ross. Queen Diana Ross was looking immaculate. Okay. Look, I know she's older than me, but she is a black queen. As in,
Hmm.
I mean, and she performed. She performed. I missed the performance, but she was also up there with Sierra and Russell Wilson, and Ryan Seacrest, and there was somebody else that was up there with them. So I don't know who they were.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anna Ross looked amazing. Think it- your favorite color is red. You have to go back and see it. She was, in a whole era that 2010, she was popping. She's popping.
Okay.
She's popping.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me
Yeah, yeah,
see.
yeah. So as you looking at for that, the rest of the evening, I actually chilled. It was a cool, smooth. I had one of my homeboys that shout out to JMO. Always hits me up. He knows we do shots on demand, and so you never know. And so he hit me up. I think he was out. partying, and so we did shots, but that was about it. I kept it light, kept it light. I was like, I wanna make sure, I'm right. I didn't wanna be hungover coming into the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
How about you?
Diana Ross looks amazing.
Come on now. Come on. Yeah, she did.
Wow, wow.
I saw it. I was like, because initially you just turn it on there, you kind of focus, because I was just about to sit down and I looked, I was like, who's that on that red? And then I looked, I said, oh wow. And then you can hear her voice. I mean, she's amazing, So,
Mhm,
her daughter, Tracy Ellis Ross, is amazing. But we see where them genes come from. Your mama,
mhm.
she's amazing.
Yep.
Yep,
She get it from my mama. Yeah,
yep,
for sure.
yep.
I would sleep early and then I woke up tizzy around. Matter of fact, it was 11:44 because I looked at my watch first.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm actually gonna see it. I'm gonna watch it this year." I feel like last year I was up, maybe, but this year I was actually able to start the conversation, like the group chats and the text messages
So
and
you
stuff.
one of those ones that just miss it all the time.
I don't miss it all the time.
Uh,
I used to really be committed to.
yeah,
Another,
yeah, I disagree. I disagree. Here
I
we
used to
go.
be really
Now
committed.
we splitting straws over here.
I used to be committed when I too was 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. I think I stopped really committing to watching it. Yeah, since I've been an adult, I love my sleep. I love sleep.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's a turn. I mean, look, look, this is why I really still believe in it. Old people, and when I say old people, no disrespect to anybody, but my
Mhm.
definition of old people is like my old time growing up. So I just want to define that. But my old time of growing up is, you went to church. You understand what I'm saying? You go to church, you
Mhm.
bring your New
Mhm.
Year,
Mhm.
so it was
Mhm.
like one of the first times that I actually stayed up all night as a kid.
Mhm.
Was you stayed up,
Yeah.
during that period of time. So I was 3, 4 years old when that was the first time that I knew I stayed up all night, and that was considered all night. You made it to 12. It's AM. You kinda understand the AM, PM thing. So,
Yeah.
it's always kind of been like a big thing for me. My best friend who I was talking to, she always would say, "Oh, you always stay up to the universe pop." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm staying up, I'm just a late night owl. So to miss it is like, what? Like, and I almost, so I'm thankful that they called me, but, yeah, I don't plan on missing it anytime. I don't never, I don't want to miss it. It's like,
And I
why would I miss
don't
it?
wanna miss a thing.
Like, why
Yeah.
would I miss it? So.
And then on top of that, you're in New York.
Yeah, I mean, but you gotta remember it's so many people. Being in New York is alright. So it's a dope experience because you're like, when I first moved here, I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to Times Square. It's no way I'm missing Times Square. And then all of a sudden I learned the rules. You see in my face drop. Like I learned the rules as in everybody that you see on camera in Times Square has been in that area as in like a 2 block, like by 6 block area for like since 12 p.m. So
Yeah.
they've been there
They're
for
wearing
12
diapers.
hours. And
Yeah.
one would say, "Oh, okay, I can stay in this area for 12 hours." Well, there's like not many bathrooms as
Mhm.
in, and people are drinking. It just becomes like you have people that end up wearing Depends, that way, they're able to go to the bathroom. It's like you can't once you go in, um, you're in, and if you leave out after 12 o'clock, you can't go back into this area. And so that's not worth my freedom. For 12 hours of just hanging out right there. No, I'm good. Um, so you get the vibe of in New York City of living here. It's a new year. And so everybody has this like, different energy. People are actually saying happy new year. And if you have never been here, then you don't understand yet. But once you get here, people will walk over you if you fall down. They won't say, "Oh, you okay?" But for someone to tell you happy new year, oh, everybody's in a good mood.
Yeah,
Everybody's in a good mood around here.
yeah.
So
That's why I laughed when you said everybody saying Happy New Year. I was like,
everybody's in a good
okay,
mood. Yep.
okay.
Yep.
It's that one time of the year where they want to be cheery, not even Christmas. Mm.
So in the words of Coming to America, I feel good.
Huh.
I feel good.
Dear, near, 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 near. Okay. You are welcome to Please Do Tell. This is what we do. We tell stories for the culture. A lot of them are attached to our childhood, and but clearly one of our segments that everyone loves is the rapid fire and foolishness file. So please be sure to tune in for that. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so this we are talking about. We're still here where it's the new year and we're still telling stories. So, what are we carrying forward in 2026? I know we had talked about before that we're not doing resolutions, we're doing values, lessons, and boundaries. What did 2025 teach you?
I mean, as I reflect on 2025, you know, at one point you thought they were a blur, and then COVID hit, and then it showed you they are blurs. And so I really had to think about it with 2025. But I would say COVID taught me, I mean, look, see, I went back to COVID.
Yeah.
2025 taught me to observe and to act. That would be the way I've seen in 2025, as in people say all the time, this is happening, or this is what's going on, or this is what I want to do, or this is what I'm strive to be. But it's the act. Um, and I made sure I put the T on there because they try to play with, black vernacular because we will take the T off and say ask. But I don't give a damn how you interpret it, but it's about putting things into motion. You
Hmm.
can observe of what you want to do or what you want to be or what you want things to strive to become, but it's on you to act upon those things. So as a leader, no matter what arena that I'm in, um I can make a statement. However, I have to act upon it, as in I have to model that behavior for ones to want to move in that direction. So that's what I learned in 2025.
That is good. Um, for me, I think it was safety and systems. Safety when it comes to, I talked about this a couple weeks ago, is it always keeping things like ideas, dreams close to the chest, not wanting to share it at all. But I know in 2025, I started to talk a whole lot more like, no, this is what I want. This is what and I didn't do that before because I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe it's just not my time, or just being burnt in the past and trust issues. But it was like, no, I'm not going to play it safe anymore. So that, and I think that I also looked at that with There's a lot of death in my family in 2025, a lot. And that was another reason why it was like, you can't afford to play it safe. You cannot.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you can't. And then with systems is, um, things work so much better for me when it's in a system. Like I'm a person that likes a good routine, but I also like things to be seamless now. Like I felt like in the past I have worked more than I needed to, if that makes any sense. Like
No,
it's
no, you gonna have to damn show.
yeah, yeah,
You sound like a millennial.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
worked harder than I needed to, but if any of our others that are listening to this like, huh?
mm-hmm.
What?
You deny what? You want to use your PTO, and I think because before the system was you work, 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 work. You don't deny overtime. You outwork others, and it's like if you just have a system in place to whether it's like people aren't going to book you going through messenger, like you have a system in place, you have calendly, having systems in place even when it comes to the podcast, um just seeing how things changed from having this platform that we're using now to what we used before. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's so much easier to do pods, so much easier. So and then being in these groups on Facebook, like, no, this will make it easier when you do pods. So I'm just really like focusing on systems. Yeah, that's what 2025 was like. If you don't got no system in place, you're gonna be stressed out all the time. And I don't need that.
Well, yeah. I mean, especially when you say you like the structure of the system, but then, rebuke against it. Like that's one of those ones where you gotta be like, all right, I know, but I wanna somehow go against the grain.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it ain't even worth you put
No.
so much energy against the grain, just to make it work. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you go right back into Friday and you make it enough.
Yeah.
When realistically I don't have it,
Yeah. 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 Yes. Yes.
so from that standpoint, yeah, that's not fair. That's not fair to you, and then you become overwhelmed. So look, I see we both learned something from 25
Mhm.
and we were ready. Cause I know I was ready. I was ready.
Ready.
Yep.
Okay. So this is one of my favorite segments. I know that you all love the others, but one of my favorites is at the playground. And
You
if you
know.
are playground, it's ready to go right into it because I know some of you have been like, okay, why do they even do at the playground? Jeffrey and I spent 3 years of our elementary life not having recess, not because we're naughty. So I don't know, sis. Not because of that, not because of behavior, but because of mental math. Our teacher believed that mental math was more important than us running out this energy that we have as adults. So we do at the playground to reflect on throwback stories that we could have been sharing on the playground, but now we have to do them as an adult. So here we are at the playground.
Well, I will attest to 85 to 90% of that. We did not have much research. We did have a little, but I was still missing it because I was on the line or on the fence or somewhere in trouble or something. But that was only because, like I wanted to know like what was going on, like, hey, like during the I know it's lesson time, but hey, what's your name? I don't know. Look, 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 you see my shit. Look, even today, I'm still talking about my friend, you know? my friends from the streets,
Uh,
so, it just but we did learn how to count real fast.
that is true. You throw some numbers at us, percentage, whatever, we gon' do. At
Not
work,
gonna take us
I am
long.
known as the mental math girl. So Ronika's good with math. Okay, throw it at me.
Mm-mm, that's too funny.
So, when it comes to New Year's Day as a kid, what did that look like for you? Did it look like pajamas, cartoons, leftovers, peace? What was a New Year's Day for you growing up?
Well, New Year's Day for me growing up, you had to have them black eyed peas. That's for prosperity, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know what the logistics was. I just knew we had black eyed peas and you had some greens, but
Mhm.
that was for money. I knew we're green for money.
Yeah,
Kids know that. Come on
yeah,
now, it's
yeah.
capitalistic society. This is America.
Hello,
This is America.
hello. This
So
is
we
American
knew
Jack.
that. But then I think it was other stuff on the plate too. And I would actually want our viewers to like share what were some of the other things because they all kind of had like a meaning. But I
Mhm.
knew that they were going to be black eyed peas because I see my grandma and my mama argue about why you didn't get them black eyed peas, knowing that it's about to be January the 1st and they may run out. So I
Yes.
knew that that was important. And then greens because um, everybody want greens, but nobody wanna put in the time to make them. The second and final thing that I remember growing up was bowl games, college football,
Yes. Yes, yes,
and
yes, yes, yes.
on New Year's Day, there was bowl games throughout the day, but because there was no multi-channel thing or dimension that we're dealing with now. Some people would have multiple TVs in their house that would show, different games. I remember one time I was at my mom's house and she had a TV in her kitchen and a TV in the living room, and I was able to watch two different games. That was just like, oh man, you can see two different games at once. And it's amazing now how the bowl games there still exist, but don't really exist in that context
Mhm.
anymore. But yeah, how things have changed.
Yeah.
That was my New Year's Day. How about you?
When you talk about like superstitions and stuff or just practices or rituals, is I don't know it I don't remember it exactly with the whole meaning of having a man walk through your doorway. Do you remember
Oh
that one?
wow, yeah, I do remember hearing that from my grandma, and she would make sure, and she would try to make sure it was the pastor.
Yes, 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 yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you
Come and
just
anoint your
knock off a
home.
little
Yeah.
dust. You just
Mhm.
knock off a little dust up here. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want a man to walk in your door, especially
Yeah.
if you're single, you know, it generates companionship. So yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good one. Good one.
Yes, I knew that that was, I mean, my parents were married, and then when they weren't, like, that was something my dad would still do. I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah,
alright."
yeah. He on call. He got to
Yeah,
walk through all these damn doors.
I got I got a couple doorways I gotta walk through today. Got it.
I gotta go in Palo Santo. These houses. They Palo Santo now. They put down I guess they say it wasn't enough black men around now. That's
Oh
terrible.
my
That's
gosh.
terrible,
Okay.
y'all. Now you got a Palo Santo your house.
Go away.
It used,
Go away.
it used to just be a black man walking there, and all of a sudden now you got a Palo Santo. It's crazy out here.
So what do we want to reclaim from that energy? Because I mean, just that right there. I don't. I'm like, did
Black man walking through houses. You know what I'm saying? Reclaim it. Supporting, making sure that the family is together. We do support families. Whether the family, we believe in a communal family,
Mhm.
whether aunties, uncles, whomever. Anyone that's going to support grandma and grandchildren because they are the most vulnerable in our family. So, yeah, that's what I want us to go back to. And I mean that with all my heart. Support everybody. Yep. I can be very frank about that. Yeah, I want us to support each other. Like, come on now, things are tighten up.
Jeffrey is the one with the energy today, as you all can see. He ain't here.
It's January 1st.
He
You
ain't
better bring
here.
it. You better bring the boom boom energy.
Let's move on to our next segment.
Dude, this is January the 1st. We are blessed to be here. I'm just telling you, you know. So yeah.
Just like do.
Yeah, yeah, it is praise time. I am definitely in for it. Yes. Yes, I am thankful to be here. Yes, 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 yes. Me too.
Amen. Okay.
Alright, alright.
It's like when the parents try to call you now, but them shoulders still going. Mm, mm.
Where we going? Where we going?
It's a new year, same community. So why does Black storytelling matter so much going into 2026?
You said why do?
Yeah.
Not why does, but why do? I reached out to my cousin who we grew up together and we were talking about the black eyed peas and the collard greens. And so I was talking to her actually before we started recording. And I was like, "Oh, you do your black eyed peas?" She was like, "If I do them, I'm gonna be the only one to eat them." And I was like, "Damn, like we just gonna lose all of those like little tidbits that kind of
Mhm.
like as our ancestors, our older ancestors, not like our younger ones, but not as much. But our older ancestors would say, that kind of like food is what gelled us together
Mhm.
as black people in America during slavery. And as you move, with freedom, which we all strive, to have the ultimate aspect of freedom, you lose a little bit of that.
Mm.
Um, that kind of goes away. And so I've actually kind of moved into it and I started looking at recipes. I've actually moved towards the food part because I do miss. It's nothing like walking in the house and smelling food.
Yeah.
Nothing like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I
It's
agree.
orgasmic. Just being honest. Just being very honest with you.
And nothing will depress you more than walking into the house and you smell food and there is no more.
Well, I mean, that's disappointment.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
What did I
disappointment.
say?
Yeah.
Depressed.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pure
yeah,
disappointment.
yeah,
I've
I don't
been
want to
there.
walk in there. I don't want to walk in there.
I was like, oh,
Or
it smells like fried
or
chicken wings.
or an expectation and it's nothing there.
No, yeah, yeah.
Not even a smell.
No. Oh,
Mm,
well,
mm,
I've walked through the door and I'm like, ooh, my mom fried chicken. Oh, there is none. There is no more. Okay.
mm, mm.
That will hurt.
They would, the new culture would say BTA. Okay, so if you don't know, just Urban Dictionary, BTA. You know, like you mean to tell me y'all did all that and y'all didn't say me anything? Oh, it's definitely BTA. Alright.
Because my mama can fry some chicken. I mean, amongst other things, but frying chicken? So, I was butt hurt. Hurt. And this was only, y'all, this was only a couple years ago. So, this wasn't even when I was young. It was only a couple years ago.
I probably still wouldn't be speaking. Come on now, chicken. You know,
Chicken! Chicken
I
wings at that.
you know. Some people against pork, I'm not here to push you in either direction, but you cannot be mean to the chicken. The chicken has helped us for far.
The
far.
yard bird.
Mm,
The yard bird. That's
yeah.
what Dad used to be like. Y'all, I know y'all want some yard bird. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay. For me, I mean, I had talked about briefly that there was a lot of death in my family in 2025, but I am being more intentional of asking family members about, excuse me, family stories, whether it's from that person directly, if I'm able to ask that person. But then it's like once someone dies, you all these questions started to come up because I'm like, I've been around my aunt for years. Never knew why her nickname was Beanie.
You ain't never asked her?
I never asked. Like I think I asked like what was her real name?
Preposterous.
Here we go.
I'm just saying from the person that I know, preposterous.
I know.
I know
I
you asked a
know.
lot of questions. Yeah, I
I
don't
asked
know.
a lot of questions, but I never asked her why is her nickname? How did she get the nickname Beanie? So now I gotta ask.
And she was the last sibling?
She is my dad's second to last sister. My dad has one sister and two brothers left. It was
Well, you
12.
gotta just ask the siblings. Siblings enough.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Like okay, I'm gonna have this answer by this weekend.
Yeah. I'm just mad that you ain't asked.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But when you reflect on it, I was like, gosh, I never asked that question. Because I've never called her by her real name ever. Ever.
It sound like everybody else either.
No, nobody else did. No,
She
no.
had y'all all trained.
She did. Because even at my other aunt's funeral that was in April, it was one of their classmates showed up and he was like, is this I'm walking into the church, he said, is this Beanie's sister funeral? And I was like, so nobody calls her by her real name. Nobody. Nobody.
Mm-mm.
So I'm going to ask a lot more questions. It just this whole podcast is about storytelling and it feeds my soul, but I was like, I'm gonna ask all the questions. I'm not even gonna wait this year. I'm just gonna ask them. I'm gonna ask them. So that's what I'm doing moving forward without forgetting where I've been or anything like that. No, I'm going back to the basics. Just ask the question. Don't even be afraid. Don't be afraid.
There's nothing wrong. I mean, those elders will be like, they will respectfully, like, hey, child, you don't even need to know, and go on about your business.
Yes, they will redirect.
Yeah, yeah, they will redirect. So,
They will redirect your
and
butt in
and
a
but
heartbeat.
then you can also give them opportunity to give a voice. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what storytelling is.
Hello. Act like you know, look what you heard. Right. Are you ready? Something that starts with an F. Two F's, actually.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's time, you all, for Foolishness Files.
Oh boy.
Dun dun. And tonight's Foolishness Files is brought to you by New Year Delusions. So, we
Not
have
New Year's delusion. Like New Year's delusions. Hold on. Delusions. Not the New Year's resolutions.
No,
The delusions.
delusions. Delulus.
All right.
Delulus.
Delulu.
Jim promises, productivity lies, and unrealistic goals. What we got in 2026?
I'm going to the gym. I think because you don't have to go with anybody. So I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna pick up a couple new friends. Uh, I was looking at some studies. Typically men over the age of 35 don't add new friends.
Mm.
Google it.
No new friend.
Oh,
No, Google.
yeah.
Google.
Outside of maybe like work and shit like that, it's kind of hard to like find friends.
Hmm.
So, uh, actually, for me, not as much. And what I mean by let me knock on wood, because actually, you mean finding. I mean, I live in a city of 10 million people, so to find genuine friends when you're from a smaller area, our friend threshold is mighty high. In comparison to somebody, you be like, yeah, I've known them for 2 weeks. You like, you're right.
My bestie. That's my bestie of 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah, we're like,
okay.
"What?" Yeah, okay. And I'm glad that that makes you comfortable to say that. You know what I mean? So,
The Delulu.
yeah, that's another thing. And then, an unrealistic goal is to stay on task, but I'm gonna strive to do better because if you know me, you know me.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I haven't really been committed to the gym since 2020, and I feel like I was committed then. I was committed until they shut down the gyms, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it outside, and I was taking it outside, and then life just happened. I think in 22, and I started to get really frantic.
That was a hell of a jump. You didn't even mention 21.
No, I just 21. I was still, out here walking around. I was still moving. I was still working. I was still, making it work. But and then 23 going into 24, I was saying that I don't want to be my goal was I wanted to be back because y'all know, if you don't know, you about to know. I love winter coats. I love a good peacoat. I love a good swing. I love a good peplum. I love them all. So I was saying like I want to be back into my winter coats that I'm able to actually button, like I wasn't walking around with them open and with a scarf and trying to play it off like you really can't button up that coat, girl. So I was able to do that, and then I noticed even in 25 I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gaining this weight back. What's going on with me? So I just need to go back to what I did before to lose this weight and understand like what packed the weight on. I love to chase my drinks with a sugary drink and sugar. Hello, hello. Oh, I know, writing. I don't need your judgment because I know, I know. Find another
I do too.
alternative. You know,
If I'm gonna have some alcohol, I probably, a stiff drink. Look, I didn't mean to cut you off. You know,
no, take me through there. Take me through there. Take me through there. Yeah, take me
because
through there.
people call. I was just saying earlier. I don't want to say people call. My homeboy called me. We do this thing. We've been doing it like since college. So he randomly calls and like, hey, we take shots. Um, he
Oh, you
already
did
knows.
include it.
I'll take a fast drink. I'm not doing a shot because it just ain't right for me.
Yeah, it's not.
So, you
It's
just have
not.
to yeah. So, I just summed that up quick. Anyway,
Thank you.
shifting back.
Okay.
My bad,
Okay.
I didn't mean
Okay.
to jump in. Yeah.
Okay. So I just decided that, you know what, go back to what you were doing before. Also, unrealistic goal of mine. I said that I was going to stop buying nail polish. That's a lie. That's an unrealistic goal. That's not going to stop. Unless we get to the point of Essie, I'm here, I'm ready for a partnership. Um, is that I need them to sponsor some episodes or something. Like that's how I feel like I would be justified in 2026 of buying more nail polish. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to do it because that would be an absolute lie. Like productivity lies. Like that would be a lie. If I didn't have new nail polish, I wouldn't be doing more content. That's also a lie.
So,
But
yeah, I was gonna say you over there just talking that talk.
yep, I was just saying words to make myself feel better. Um, so yeah, that was an unrealistic goal too. Like, oh, you're gonna start buying nail polish this year? Lies. You told to be lying with your lying ass. So,
Yeah, I'm not too
um,
old to be lying.
yeah. So, I gym promises. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to put feet to pavement again. I do. I have a whole walking pad. Pull it from under my couch and use it more this year.
I'm gonna
You
try to
just
get 90 days in.
oh oh a 90-day run. We should.
Nope, 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 nope. 90 days. 90 out of 365.
Oh,
I'm gonna try to go to the gym. Not saying I decided not to go to the gym and I decided to work out at home. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No, no,
Boom.
no. I'm going to try to spend 90 days
Okay.
in the gym
All
this
right.
year, and I already missed day one. So I'm running out of days.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, all
I'll try to
right.
keep pace. I'll put like a little marker every time I
Oh
go.
yeah, like you do the target, the place with the bullseye. Yes. Yeah. 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 I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Here's one of you all's favorite segments. Rap.
Hey, pew, 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 pew. That was my gun noises. Look, I was talking to my aunt last night, and she was like, "You don't hear that?" I was like, "No." She was like, "You don't hear that shooting? You don't hear them like machine guns?"
Uh huh.
I said, no." She said, "So they don't do that in New York?" I said, "Well, I mean, they can. I mean, but in New York, if you have a gun on you and it's unlicensed, it's a minimum of 3 years in prison. Like, they don't wanna worry about anything else. They wanna know why you got this gun and it's unlicensed to you, and if you can't prove that, then it's a minimum of 3 years, and then we'll worry about the rest of the stuff that's going on." No, remember Lil Wayne was locked up for a bit. Mexico Burrs was locked up. He shot himself at the club because he had a gun on him, and yeah, he went to jail for over a year. He got good lawyers, so he didn't stay there the whole 3 years. But for regular, degular me and you, oh, we gonna go for three. And maybe some change because we gonna get into some things when we up in there because somebody gonna try to hit us.
Yeah, you know,
They say, you didn't spend 8 years.
punks jump up to get beat down. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's all I'm
So,
saying.
in short, no, we weren't shooting guns
Okay. Well,
at the New Year.
that's why we couldn't get right back to sleep because it started to sound like the machine guns. And it was quiet. Like at midnight, it was quiet. I was like, oh man, maybe people were taking naive. People were taking heed to what the police department put on Facebook about let's try not to do guns this year, guys. No, around 12:30 was. I said, okay. Cooper was
Or
like,
they just came from church.
over it. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna just go into rapid fire.
Still the thugs still go to church. Come on now. We love the Lord.
Okay, you ready? One word for the year. Go.
6, 7. What? 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 What?
This
That's
was
all I
one.
got.
This was one word for 2026.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I was I was over
Yeah,
prepared.
I was like, oh, hmm.
One word for 2026. Um,
Go away.
one word for 2026.
You want me to go?
No, because I can always, because it's so many. I heard so many
Yeah,
just
it's
like
so
shoot.
many. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like it was really rapid fire. Shoot, 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 shoot. What you gonna use? What you gonna use?
Mm-hmm.
One word for 2026. Famous.
it. Doo-doo-doo.
And it's crazy because I was shaking my head and everybody was going, probably, viewers like, oh, he about, because people automatically just think negative. But you with the wrong crew if you think
What?
you don't get negativity. So yeah, just to throw it out there. But yeah, famous, and that don't mean like us, but like just in famous. Like it's just gonna be a famous year.
I
Remember,
love it.
you thought 2020 was something?
What? Right, like, what are y'all on tonight? Happy New Year. Okay.
Correct. It's 1-1-2-6. How you doing?
I'm gonna say intention.
Hmm. Sounds so corporate.
It does. Like I said to Cooper even this morning, like Cooper can say anything back to me. I was like, we're gonna take over the world this year.
Ooh.
And it's so funny because I jokingly say it to him, or in the room with him, like in the morning. I'll say, kind of like the whole Pinky in the Brain, like, we're gonna take over the world today, Cooper. And he just follows up right behind me. But no, just being intentional about all areas of my life. So being intentional about taking time off, like really taking time off. My friends get on me about, and Jeffrey has said this, even during 2020, during the pandemic, he said, everybody else has sat their ass down, but you always feel like you got to do something. Just
Sit down.
sit down. So I am being sat down. So I'm being intentional this year about not taking my laptop with me when I actually go on vacation. Yes. Okay.
That ain't nothing to prove. You still got your phone. You still gonna be trying to Google this, to Google that. You gotta turn it off up here.
Okay. Yes, that's what I mean. Turn it off.
And here.
I just want to watch. I just want to binge watch shows. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. Okay.
That's what this last week was of the year. They said if you didn't binge. I saw this on Instagram. Sidebar. Saw this on Instagram. They were like, if you didn't binge watch a show, then you were working too hard.
Hello.
You should have binge watched at least a season of a show.
We're gonna talk about this in our If You Know, You Know live late night show on Facebook. So I'm gonna get into what I've been binge watching at the end of the year. It's gonna
wow.
It's gonna be
So
great.
I guess you hit the number. Okay.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Okay. One thing that you're protecting this year.
Time. My time. My time constantly, as I continue to matriculate on the earth, I will continue to take care of my time.
Ooh, wait, that's a cheers. That's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, I would totally, time is, okay, that's gonna be top 3 right there. But what am I protecting? How Black stories are told.
Authenticity.
Yeah, I don't think I need to say anything else more than that. Okay. And then our last one is that was from my sister, because my sister's like, you and that clearing of the throat. It didn't clear nothing. But anyways, one story you are ready to tell.
One story. Our experiences in life. Nothing like telling the experience, and then I can put a little razzle dazzle on it.
Yes.
No. Can't wait.
Oh my gosh, Jeffrey has been on it tonight. Okay. Definitely that. But also telling the story of like, we got some cool things rolling out this year. So being able to tell the story of the behind the scenes of how even building these things out, like but when Jeffrey and I do the live show, we're doing behind the scenes of just kind of building that out. And yeah, just more of just again authenticity. So that's what I'm ready. I'm ready to tell our stories, community stories. I'm just ready to tell a story. Always. That's because we're pleased to tell. Thank you very much.
You know it. You know
Okay.
it.
All right.
You know
So, you all, that is now it's time. Okay. I don't want to get muted.
it. Okay.
I was
All
ready to
right.
go.
All right with
To,
the slogan at the end. I
I was
hear it.
ready. I was ready. I was ready. No, but you all, Happy New Year again. It's just we made it. We made it. So glad I made it. Okay. You know that I always have a song in my heart. Um, and this is an opportunity for us to start all over. This is a fresh start where it's a new year, and not to do it, and to also do it afraid. Do it afraid. The thing that you've been putting on the shelf, you've been scared to do. Um, we just talked about time, like protecting time, and so you have to do that. Just whatever's in your heart that you just really feel like there's a tug to do it, do it, do it now. Um, I am just excited to see what's to come this year and how we're going to grow together and just being in community more with you all too. So that's something I'm looking forward to. So, Jeffrey, where can the good people find you?
You can find me, obviously, well, not obviously, but you can find me here on the Please Do Tell podcast here with Renika. But you can also find me on Facebook under my name, Jeffrey, JEFFREYBOOKER, or preferably you can find me on excuse me, Instagram at Mr. Fantastic World at MrFantasticWorld. And if you can't find me on those, just hit up Renika. She'll send a message. We have to go through this spiel. It's like a whole thing. So you'll know us because we want to know you. It's repetitive, but it's the only way that we can communicate. So how you doing?
Are you
you know,
yes.
how you doing? How you doing? Let's do it.
Um, you can find me on Instagram, Ronika, RONNIKA Williams. I'm same on Facebook, my first and last name, and Please Do Tell podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, if you're listening to us, it's wherever you listen to podcasts, of course. But we, more than anything, we love when you all are able to share the episodes with a friend. So don't forget to share it with a friend to become a homie because we love to have homies around us. Okay. And we just encourage you to subscribe, like, and then leave a comment. We love to engage with you in those comments. Even where you listen to podcasts, I love to see the comments. Able to give you a shout out. Just thank you for the love, and hopefully see you in a city near you soon. So yeah, that is what I'm looking forward to this year. So we are going to wrap up this episode. Jeffrey, did you have anything else that you wanted to share with the people before we conclude?
No, no, no. I don't have anything. Thank y'all for listening to us, and you know, please do tell.
You know it. So we will see you all next time. And of course, like we said before, Happy New Year. We're looking for greatness ahead. Holla.